Hi. So in June, I found out that I had an STI. It's called molluscum contagiosum, and it's sort of like chickenpox, but for your genital area. Very exciting. Typically, this virus occurs in young children, and most adults are immune to it, except for us lucky few. And the lucky few adults that do end up getting this typically is considered an STI because it's transmitted through skin-to-skin contact, which between adults tends to be sexual very often, more often than not. There's like a very, very, very small chance that I could have gotten it from like the gym benches or swimming or towels or anything like that. But considering the nature of it, for all intensive purposes, it is an STI, sexually transmitted infection. The nice thing is that molluscum contagiosum only produces these little brain-like bumps. That's the only symptom, and they're pretty small. I like to call mine mollusks, so why not? The not so nice thing about them is that they are highly contagious. Yeah, very, very contagious. And especially like within myself, so I can just spread them around my body, and that is a very good thing to prevent, which I'm doing good preventing, doing well preventing it so far. Yeah, so far so good on that. Oh, also, a not so cool thing about it is there's no cure and no real successfully proven treatment for everybody. So, for instance, your body will just work it out, your immune response will just work it out, and usually they'll be gone within 2 months to 3 to 5 years. Really, once the bumps are gone, you're considered immune and cured, la la la, just that means the bumps have to be gone. So you gotta get to that point. That's the goal, is getting the bumps gone. So 3 to 5 years is a long time. Now my body image is kind of down, and I've got this virus that could take, 2 months to 5 years to clear up. Oh, and hi, my name is Sky. I'm also transgender, and I really hope that the doctors are cool with that. So before I went to the doctors, I read some stories online to get some ideas about what this treatment maybe would look like, because the treatment could help speed up the process of it healing, to help speed up the immune response, all sorts of really fun things. And I happened upon this story about a guy who's 26 now, and he's had this for 7 years, and it's still going on, and I just like actually broke down in like this sobbing mess, and I thought that I would video myself when I was feeling that way, but I didn't. So I was like actually a mess, and just felt like, okay, so my life's like over for the next forever, and ever and ever after that. Yeah. So I think it's safe to say that that is pretty horrifying, and it definitely has been an emotional roller coaster. It absolutely has been. I'm feeling optimistic now. I've been feeling good for like a week, and that's why I've been able to make this video, and it's largely you all that have helped me feel good about this. So, one huge blessing though is that all the doctors have been extremely trans-friendly, like really very much so, and this is a big change since when I was in high school, because wow, so much has changed since I came out. I think about this a lot. It's been like 7, 8 years now, and so yeah, a lot has changed in healthcare. I'm really, really happy to say, for my experience, it's been a lot of positive changes. Not one of the 3 doctors that I've seen, nor the people that drew my blood or took me in or anything like that, has made any sort of comment or gesture saying that they, care at all about my transgender status, really. Like, for the first time when I was getting this checked out, as I was standing in front of this older Russian woman, like dropping my boxers in front of her, showing her 50 bumps on my crotch, she didn't even flinch. She didn't make any comment or anything about me being any different than any other man. And I think she just acknowledged that I'm transgender. It was like, boom, 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 it's irrelevant. We gotta take care of you. And I was like, alright, cool. She was really chill about it. I remember when I was making the appointment, actually, then I asked the nurse, are they trans-friendly? Because this involves some things I'm a little sensitive about. And they were like, yeah, of course, we're like way, way, way friendly with the LGBT community. Like, don't even worry about it. So I felt really good when she recommended me to a dermatologist. And that dermatologist was really, really chill, too. Like, she was actually very comforting. She was like, oh, no, don't even worry. Like, she was young, too. And it was really, really fine with her, and so it was good that I felt comfortable, because what she did, basically, she took this can of liquid nitrogen, and it had this big needle on the end, and she just sprayed it on like 40 bumps down there. Yeah. Yep. Oh, and also that was less than 24 hours before I went to the White House with Amy, by the way. Things that are going on in my life behind the scenes. Getting liquid nitrogen nuked in my genitalia the day before I go to see the president speak. That was exciting. Oh goodness. Life. So there is no cure for it, and it's benign. So I think that's why they don't really care too much about finding a cure for it. I'm not really entirely sure about that. I had a more successful acid treatment done on them at Planned Parenthood that seemed to work, but everything is leaving scars, and it's leaving my skin feeling really raw and really terrible, and it caused like an infection. Then I had to go back to the doctor, and it was just like all this terrible stuff, and my body's just a little bit uncomfortable, a lot of bit uncomfortable, and pretty unhappy, and it seems like it's going to be kind of a decently longer battle. And like, this isn't like the STD Olympics or anything. Like, I'm not going to say that, oh, I wish I had chlamydia so I could just take, you know, one pill and have one treatment and it would be gone. Like, no, I wouldn't wish that, and I also wouldn't wish this contagious thing on anybody because it's so contagious. Like, I don't even know, you know? Basically, what I've got now is a waiting game full of anxiety and despair and misplaced distrust. It's really hard. It's really hard to just be waiting and hoping and feeling frustrated at my body's immune response, and I'm trying not to feel that way. It's really hard not to feel that way. And so I'm gonna have to refrain from sex until it's healed. And I like having sex. In fact, like, right when this came about, I started seeing this really, really wonderful girl. Like, she's so cool. I can't even describe her to you all, but she's so cool. And anyway, she doesn't have this virus, and so I know I didn't get it from her. But basically, you know, it appeared like 1 month into seeing someone, so like, what a strange situation. And I remember just, you know, she was totally okay with my trans status, like, and me being transgender. Like, you know, it was all over my OkCupid profile, so she kind of had to be okay with it. So she knew it before she got into this. But I just like felt like this despair when I got diagnosed with these mollusks that I was like, I just said to her, I was like, you know, if you want to, like, I understand, you know, you're not leaving me, you wouldn't leave me because I'm trans, like, love that about you, but if you want to leave me because of this and because this could affect, you know, things for a long time, I guess I understand. Like, I can understand that would be a long time to wait, because I'm waiting and it's really frustrating. And yeah, I remember asking that, and that did not feel good, you know, it didn't feel good to think that at all. But she's still around, so I will introduce you guys to her at some point. So I feel super lucky in some cases, but there's also this part of me that's just so mad, sort of like as if me being transgender and having an STI is like 2 hits against me being lovable or something, and I don't like thinking that way because it's not true. That's the thing. But on this emotional roller coaster, I get down to that low, and that's the way that I see it. I mean, like, what if it sticks around for 3 years? Like, I'll be like kicking my body, being like, why aren't you responding? Like, what's wrong with you? You know? I feel like I finally found this healthy relationship with my body, and especially with a part of my body that used to cause me way more pain than joy, and also built this healthy foundation where sex is something that I feel really good about between me and another person, and the, you know, ability to like love and respect someone's body in that way. I have these positive associations, and now I just feel like it's like negative, like, you know, association with that. And I don't like feeling that because I've worked so hard to get this positive relationship down and feel so good in it, and then it just feels like, sorry Sky, the moment you feel good, we're just gonna put a little something down there to make you feel bad. And I mean, I know that after this passes that I will restore, you know, that positivity and mend this relationship, but it's gonna take time and work, and it just feels unfair. It just feels unfair, you know? That's all it really is, because at the end of the day, whether I've been feeling optimistic or pessimistic or a roller coaster of emotions about it, there's still so much that I can do that I love to do. Like, it may feel like this is such a huge aspect of my life right now, but really it's just one tiny part of it. There's still so much in this world that I love that this doesn't affect. And the choice really comes down to, I don't want to be negative about it. I don't want to let it rule me. I don't want to let it control me. I need to realize that I can learn from this, to realize that I'm going to grow from this and be stronger from it. I know it's like kind of like the pop music song thing to say, but it is true. I've already learned so much in how I can deal with it myself and what I need, and actually really thank you, because one of the things I really needed was to not bottle it up and not hide for, you know, these weeks and not feel scared about it. So I do feel really vulnerable. I'm not like 100% confident, just being like, hey guys, yeah, I got an STI, and it's like not really going away, and like, you know, I'm not 100% confident in that, but I do feel confident that this is right, that for me to express it feels good, and it feels right for what I need to do to move forward with this. So really thank you for listening. If you want to leave anything in the comments, I'll definitely be checking them out, and I am, yeah, really thankful for this space in your time. So positivity. It's gonna be a-okay. Alright, peace. Oh, and also if you wanted to watch my video just about general STI and stigma information, I'll put that right here, and I think that I will wear my hat in it. Okay, peace.